Okay, Sarah here. I am going to talk to you today about some travel hacks for kitchen and cooking. When I travel for a competition, I like to be very prepared, sometimes over prepared, but I am finding ways to simplify and I just want to share with you. So I like to get these little toiletry bags. This one is from Amazon. It's really great. It has a pocket in the back here that you can slip stuff into. And then it just easily opens up with this little hanger. It's magic. And you can just hang it up in the kitchen or anywhere in your hotel room if you're staying in a hotel. They are great to have because each section is blocked off by like a nice plastic zippered protection. So if things spill or leak, it's not getting all over your suitcase, it's not getting over everything else, it's just kind of contained. Before I go through this, I want to talk about a couple quick things. When I travel, I like to make a bunch of my ground turkey and I'll either put 4-ounce portions in Ziploc bags and freeze them, and then the morning of I'll just put it all in like one bag, like a Lululemon shopping bag, just something that I can wrap it up in and put it in either my carry-on or my suitcase. That way if it's frozen, it stays frozen like until I get to wherever I'm going. I've literally done this and flown to Orlando and it's still practically frozen when I get there. I'll also do a couple Ziploc baggies of some rice if I have some at home. I'll do whatever my normal portion is for peak week for my meal planning. I usually do like 40 grams. And then I am bringing this little electric skillet along. This is really great. It's small. It will fit into my suitcase. It just has a nice little cord you can plug into the wall. Sometimes we stay in hotels that don't have microwaves, or we stay someplace that we don't have a way to make our food if we need to make more. So I like to have something like this. I will typically try to get an Airbnb just for the kitchen, or like a hotel with a kitchen or kitchenette so I can cook, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. If I don't have time to cook all of my meat before I go, I'll freeze a few packs of ground turkey or ground chicken to bring along with me, and then when I get there I'll let it defrost and then I'll finish cooking it that night. So my packing. I am a fan of individually packed items just for the ease of traveling. It makes things so much easier to pack and prepare, rather than trying to fill a bunch of different containers and then fit all those containers in your suitcase, and it's just kind of a disaster. Believe me, I've been through all of this. I've been doing it for 5 years. I have made all the mistakes and I'm still learning. But I like to bring with me a couple options for drinks in the morning. So I either have like my green tea or my instant coffee. I like the Starbucks Via packs. And then I also will bring some of my Elementy hydration packs, the salt packs, and some Senna tea. This is good for traveling when you just can't clean out your system like you normally would. I don't know about all of you, but I know traveling, especially long days of travel, my stomach just gets off. And then I sometimes need a little assistance getting things moving. Nothing to be ashamed of. And then again, individual packets of my nut butters. I don't like carrying big jars around with me because it's just obnoxious. So I will do a couple different brands I like are the Justin's with almond butter, and then Ground Up has an almond cashew butter. This one is cinnamon snickerdoodle. There's like all natural ingredients in these. This one's like roasted almonds and some palm oil, and this one is the almonds cashews. That's Rosie saying hi. unsweetened coconut, honey, MCT oil, and then like cinnamon and vanilla bean flavor. Like, it's just simple. I don't like to use a lot of things that have words I cannot pronounce, essentially. Okay, so next I will always bring along with me the microwave rice. This is the way to go when traveling. That way you're not trying to boil rice somewhere, and then you're also not trying to make a bunch of rice and travel along with it. Again, like, I will bring a few Ziploc baggies for travel day, because you know if your flights are going to get delayed, if there's going to be some hiccup where you can't get where you are going and you need to have some food prepared. But these are just the way to go for when you are flying. Then I have some different things for my show days. I like to do some baggies of the gluten-free cereal, 30 grams. I'll bring like 2 or 3 of these along with me. I have my little Rice Krispie treats. We'll put salt on this for backstage pump before going on stage. And then these little Solely, SOLELY fruit snacks. They're just fruit, literally, like mango and guava, and then mango passion fruit. So really just the fruit, just smushed into a little nugget fruit snack. Great to have. And then my next container or section will have some more kitchen things. I always try to travel with a cooking spray. If I have to cook something and I don't know what kind of pans an Airbnb is gonna have, or a kitchen at a hotel is gonna have in the hotel room. So it's good to just have something to cook with. Believe me, you'll want to have that. And then I'll do some of my powdered peanut butter, almond butters in my container, or my packaging as well. Less fat. Rosie, stop barking. I'm making a video. Powdered peanut butter. Himalayan pink salt. Don't travel without it. You're gonna wanna have it. And then my cream of rice. This one I just have left over from a previous trip because I packed way too much, which is easy to do. So I just leave that in there. But I also have from Feast Mode their individual packets of their cream rice, which are great. They're like 42 grams. Yeah, 42 grams. I typically will do 35 to 40 grams when I have a cream rice meal. So these are excellent. And speaking of Feast Mode, I like to get their free sample packs. Every time I order any of their seasonings, I'll always add the free sample pack. Target has these little soap travel things that are amazing for packing. So I will just put a bunch in here. There's probably like 10 or 12 seasoning packets in this, okay? And you can season like 2 or 3 meals with each of these packets. So this is good to have whenever you travel. You can just, put everything in there and go. Then I will do another one of those containers with my backstage gummies. We'll bring along like a fat-free candy in case you need this for like a sugar for your pump. So I just do gummy bears, gummy worms, Starburst, cinnamon bears. I just put like a handful of things in here because you're not going to need any more than that. And then I have another one of these that has my date syrup. This is a really good way to get those backstage carbs. It's really good on a rice cake with the salt. It's almost like a salted caramel. And then I have some little salt packets. I like to make sure I have these with me because this always comes backstage, or I put it in my carry-on that I go to the show with. Sometimes I forget my pink salt wherever I'm staying. So as long as I have my emergency salt, I'm good to go. And then I also have some honey. I'm not a big fan of honey, but it's there in case I need it, and also it's there in case somebody else needs it. Then when I travel, I always bring along Ziploc baggies and my food scale. These come in very handy because you're going to need to pack along rice, maybe some protein with you on show day, or even when you are doing errands one day while you're gone traveling, or when you have like check-ins and team pumps and you're away from your hotel room for hours and hours and hours, you need to bring something with you to eat. So I like to measure out my ground turkey, or just in little things of rice in these baggies. And I'll also make some for show day. Sometimes a good pump is the rice with some salt on it. So it's good to just bring these and be prepared. Along with my food scale, I always bring an extra battery too, because you don't want to be stuck somewhere with a food scale that is not working and then have to guess or try to find a food scale somewhere. So there you go, there you have it. That's how I pack for all of my kitchen supplies, backstage food supplies, etc. for traveling. If you would like the link for the toiletry bag, I can post it again in our group chat. I know I did a couple weeks ago, but yeah, there we go. That's it.